What's up everyone, we're going to be going to the best WNBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 19 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 19 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $2,048 just yesterday, and another member who won $60 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is none other than Isabelle Harrison, and this one is for 12.5 points and this one is for less. Now look at Isabelle Harrison. We've actually seen her go on the under in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than Minnesota Lynx. Now when we look at Minnesota Lynx, we do see that they rank second in points allowed, and that is a big reason why we do like the under here. We definitely see someone like Isabelle Harrison really struggling due to the fact that Minnesota Lynx do rank very well when it comes to restricting points. Now when it comes to our average over the last 5 being 8.6, we definitely see that being a huge case for this as well, as she has been consistently going on the under. We don't really see her going on the over, especially in a tough matchup like this. So this one's kind of a no-brainer to us. So Isabelle Harrison, 12.5 points for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Courtney Williams. So Courtney Williams, great player, and this one is for points, rebs, and assists for 22.5, and this one is for less. Now look at Courtney Williams. We've actually seen her go on the under in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than Chicago Sky. So as you all know, when we look at the matchup, Chicago Sky do rank 7th when it comes to points allowed, which is interesting to see. They also rank 9th in assists allowed, and on top of that they rank 4th in rebounds allowed. So a little bit mid-tier in certain categories, but the reason why we do like the under for this situation is that Chicago Sky actually do a very good job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to the guard position. So that's a big reason why we do like the under for this one. When we also look at Courtney Williams further, we also do see or like the under due to the fact that we are expecting in this matchup to be a little bit more focused on someone like Courtney Williams, who does have a pretty decent usage rate. We definitely have seen Chicago Sky do a really good job at restricting some of the main players in certain teams, and we think that may be the case for this matchup, especially against Chicago Sky. So we could see a lot of the defensive efforts really focus on Courtney Williams and trying to restrict her as much as possible. So on top of that, when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have her favored for the under as well, so that's a really good sign for us there. So all signs for us point towards the under here. So Courtney Williams, 22.5 points, rebs, and assists for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than A'ja Wilson. So A'ja Wilson, great player as we all know, and this one is for 41.5 points, rebs, and assists, and this one is for more. Now look at A'ja Wilson. We've actually seen her go in the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than Indiana Fever. So it is going to be a very exciting game, but when we look at Indiana Fever, we see that they rank 11th in points allowed, also 8th in assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed they do rank 5th. So a little bit lower tier to mid tier on certain categories, and that's a big reason why we do like the over for this situation here. Now they most recently did play Indiana Fever, and she was able to get 41 as her points, rebs, and assists. So very close, only missed it by 0.5, and that's a big reason why we do like the over for this one. We were expecting her to go on the over in that first matchup. She had a little bit of what's considered a slightly poor game, especially for someone like A'ja Wilson, who did still put up 41 points, rebs, and assists, but we still do very much like the over because we think on this one, Indiana Fever also do a very poor job at restricting points, rebounds, and assists to the center position, so they really struggle with that, and that's a big reason why we do like the over here. Now our average over the last 5 is also 44.6, which plays into our liking as well. So all signs we like for the over for this one. So A'ja Wilson, 41.5 points, rebs, and assists for more, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Tina Charles. Now, as you all know, Tina Charles is from Atlanta Dream and has been averaging 14.9 points, 9.6 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. So she's done a fantastic job for none other than Atlanta Dream, and Atlanta Dream do actually face off against none other than the Washington Mystics. Now, Mystics do rank 8th in points allowed. They also rank 6th in assists allowed, and then 7th in rebounds allowed. Because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation, as Mystics do rank very mid-tier in all categories. But on top of that, when we also look at Mystics, we also do see that the Mystics do a very poor job at restricting points, rebs, and assists also to the center position, which is what Tina Charles is. Now, when it comes to this matchup, we are expecting a pretty fast-paced game, nothing too major, but definitely enough to see a little bit more volume out of Tina Charles, and especially enough volume to see someone like Tina go on the over here. So keep an eye out for her line. If her line is under averages, definitely look to go on the over, so I think there'll be a lot of great value there. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Diana Taurasi. So as you all know, Diana Taurasi, great player, and this one is a great one because she has been averaging 15.1 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. So she's done a great job for Phoenix Mercury, and Phoenix Mercury do face off against Connecticut Sun. Now, Connecticut Sun do rank 1st in points allowed, 2nd in assists allowed, and 1st in rebounds allowed. And because of that, we do very much like, the under for this situation here. When it comes to Connecticut Sun, they are a very strong team and do a very good job at restricting points, rebs, and assists. But on top of that, they do a great job at actually slowing teams down, which is what we are expecting from this game here. We are expecting Diana Taurasi to, yes, she may, play a lot of minutes, but she may be restricted when it comes to her stats due to the fact that when it comes to Phoenix Mercury and the matchup against Connecticut Sun, we are expecting a little bit more slower pace, which means less volume for her as well. So because of those reasons, we do very much like the under for this situation here. So like the others, definitely keep an eye out, for the line. If the line is too close to our averages, definitely look to go on the under. So I think there'll be a lot of great value there. So getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Skylar Diggins. So as you all know, Skylar Diggins, great player, and she has been averaging 14.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 6.4 assists. So she's done a fantastic job for none other than Seattle Storm, and Seattle Storm do actually face off against none other than the Dallas Wings. And Dallas Wings do rank 12th in points allowed, 12th in assists allowed, and also do rank when it comes to rebounds allowed 3rd. So very interesting there, but we do very much like the over for this situation for someone like Skylar Diggins, especially focusing more on points and assists for this one. When it comes to Skylar Diggins, she is a great player, but on top of that, she does have a really decent usage rate in both of those departments. That's a big reason why we do very much like the over here. When we look at someone like Skylar Diggins, not only does she have a great usage rate, but in this matchup, we are expecting a pretty fast-paced game, and we should see a good amount of volume from her, since Dallas Wings do a very poor job at restricting points and assists as well to the guard position. So all signs point towards the over for this one as well, so keep an eye out for her line. But like I mentioned, I would focus a lot more on points and assists for her, but we definitely see her going on the over. But keep an eye out for the line first. If the line is under averages, definitely look to go on the over, so then there'll be a lot of great value there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. It should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord. You can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.